9 came close, but when it comes to the greatest ever tank, there can be only one. Germany had been banned from making tanks after World War II. They just hadn't played nice with the ones they'd had. But by the 1970s, a new Germany was allowed back into the tank shed, and the technological excellence that created the Panther spawned a new generation of big cat. Leopard, the greatest ever tank.
It's an excellent machine. You compare it with other tanks, and you'll see that it's smaller, lighter, and faster. I think it's the best combination of firepower and mobility on the planet at the moment.
The perfect tank. It's got to be mobile, it's got to be armor protected, it's got to have firepower. Leo 2 does all those in spades. It's an excellent tank.
Maybe German engineering, but the Leopard 2 is a statement of European identity.
It is a combination of the best firepower, the best protection, and the best mobility in the world today.
Leopard 2 must be a contender for one of the greatest tanks ever.
Not just a contender, Leopard is the greatest ever tank. And here in Sweden, 280 Leopards prowl the countryside. After the demise of the S-tank, Sweden abandoned making its own tank and went shopping for a replacement. The German Leopard knocked the spots off the competition. Would you let your 18-year-old kid take it out of the garage?
My name's Johnson. I'm the driver.
I'm the commander. My name is Christian Janssen.
My name is Chas Kelly. I'm the gunner.
My name is Josef Rosen, and I'm the loader of this tank. I'm also the chef.
The greatest ever joined the Swedish Army conscripts as they began an 11-day combat exercise, getting to know the Leopard's world-class technology.
6 months ago, they left home for military service, and probably they had never been driven as before.
They've swapped the family Volvo for 62 tons of killing machine. And it's the Leopard's world-beating user-friendliness that lets these youths tear up the tundra with confidence. No steering levers or crash gearboxes here.
It's almost like driving a car, but it's a bit heavier. Today, we are going to drive like maniacs. The steering wheel looks like a car steering wheel. The seat here, very comfortable to sit in. Sports car type of seat, produced by Recaro. Very simple compartment, looks quite much as a car. Big white pedal in the middle, that's the brake. You can stop 62.5 tons in about 9 meters. We are going to drive the tank to its bitter end.
I will make them feel confidence with this tank. The attitude is to get them to be hunters, to feel the tank.
The extraordinary performance of the Leopard is enhanced by its radical modular design. It's actually an enormous kit of parts, all easily replaceable. And just like your Mercedes, when something goes wrong, you don't reach for your wrench, you grab your laptop.
For my maintenance, I have a laptop. I connect it to the separate modules, and I can test them individually. So what I'm going to do now is to plug in this cable to the central logistics, and then I plug it into the maintenance computer, and I can see what's wrong with the tank. For instance, if you should have a problem with the power unit, you take the whole unit out, you take the units to the workshop, you get a new unit instead, put that in, the tank is ready. And the rest...
The Leopard's engine is another world-beating factor. Nothing new or fangled, just massive and reliable.
This engine is quite common industrial engine and marine engine as well. The engine has about 1500 horsepower, a V12 engine, 48 liters, and 15 times more torque than a normal car.
If you're worried that treating the Leopard like a giant skateboard is going to bust the tank, fear not.
The Leopard is one of the few tanks in the world that comes with a manufacturer's guarantee.
As long as the factory supervise your maintenance, then you're okay for a good 14,000 kilometers, which in tank terms is an awful long way.
To help stop the conscripts from running into each other, the Swedes use a state-of-the-art tank command control system. It's an elaborate version of the system taxi firms use to check on their drivers.
And I just move around this map. Of course, I can center the map on my own tank or on somebody else's tank. It's no problem at all.
It's innovations like this that keep the Leopard one step ahead of the pack. Because by keeping most information on the screens and off the normal radio system, they can keep radio conversation focused on the important things.
Almost 100% of the radio talk now is about the enemy, as it should be. I just need to find the enemy and go kill him.
That's fighting talk. The Greatest Ever decided it was time to put the world-beating performance of the Leopard to the test against the local champion, a Volvo, over a treacherous 400-meter slalom course. With the Greatest Ever tank, it's not only about winning, it's about destruction. So there you have it, the top 10 Greatest Ever tanks, each with its own unique character, but sharing the same grim intention. From the moment they first stumbled across no man's land, the Iron Cavalry created mechanized warfare in its own image. The tank has become the face of war. Be afraid. Be very afraid.